Good morning. So let's get on with our document. So as I've loaded it up here, I've got my table of contents. If I press my table of contents, I've got this funny little thing up here, and if I press it, look, I've got my new bits in there. It keeps it update, and it goes and checks the document. Look how lovely and neat that is. Look, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, so you can see where you're going. I want to go right to the end, so I'm going to press on that one and hyperlink down, and there we go, my lovely images at the bottom. So down here, I'm going to type quote. I'm going to change that to fit, aren't I, to make it nice and posh. There we go. I'm going to highlight quote. I'm going to go to heading 1, and I'm going to put my cursor flashing in front of it, press the control key and press enter, and it forces it down to a new page. I'm going to change that to quotes rather than quote, but there we go. Tools, voice typing. When we are researching, we need to make sure that other people's work looks different to ours, full stop. This is to ensure that we're not accused of copying other people's work, full stop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to indent it, make it Times New Roman, and we're going to make it italic. Okay, so I'm going to do an example of that, and I'm going to press it just here. All right, I want you to do the same, and you to use my notes and things on there. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 sentences, and then I'm going to copy it again so it looks a bit bigger. We must use Times New Roman, full stop. We must use italic, full stop. We indent each of the left and right hand side in a couple of centimetres from the normal text, full stop. Okay, so Times New Roman, that's going to have capitals on because that is a font. This should have a capital letter. We must use italics. This ought to have a capital letter. Isaurus. We indent H, no, it's both, of the left and right hand side in a couple of centimetres. You wrote centimetres. You shouldn't have got us wrong. Okay, I'm going to press space 1 time now, and I'm going to press up, and I'm going to press left. I've got my shift key held down when I'm doing that, so I highlight them. I'm going to control C to copy. Okay, I've just pressed the right hand down, and then control V and control V, and I've got all of that text 2 or 3 times. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to highlight that text. I'm going to come up to here. There's Times New Romans. Yours might be down there a little bit. You have to go and find it. Okay, italic is up here. Okay, and we're going to move these yellow triangles. Don't get the rectangle at the top, just get the little triangle at the bottom and move it over to 2. And notice how, look, the text has come in over here, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. I like quotes to be justified. You don't have to do that, but I like it. As you can see the right hand in, remember that from last week or a week or so ago? Okay, and then what we've got to do here, what have I done? I think I must have had a force new page there, so I'm going to press enter a few times. I think the cursor's hidden behind here. I'm just going to move that out of the way a little bit. Okay, now will you let me do it? Yeah, I think you will. Mr. Casey Smith, and today's date is the 2nd of the 2nd, 24. It's always important to say where you got the information from, or whose information it was, and the date. Okay, all right, so then most importantly after that, the next paragraph following what you've put in, you must refer to the quote or to the picture or to the graph to make it make any sense and get any credit for it. Full stop. The next paragraph following, you've got to put in comma, you must refer to the quote or to the picture or to the graph to make any sense or get any credit for it. If you put a really important quote in here, but then you don't refer to it, you're not going to get any credit for that. You explain why that quote is really important to your document and to what you're doing. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is survey. Now this might be quite a small page. This is going to be a heading one. But the survey page is quite a big page. Okay, so press enter and down here. It can also be important to find out what your audience thinks about your topic and present that information. Full stop. To do this, we use Google Forms. Full stop. Okay. There we go. To do this, we use Google Forms. All right. So I'm going to go to my Learning Hub. All right. And there is Google Forms, and we could go directly there. We could go to Google Drive, and you go and find your ICT folder. Okay, go and find your ICT folder. I'm just going to put it in here for now. New Forms. So you may recognize this. This is what I make the end of unit tests on. So we're going to do a question. I'm just copying my questions. How much do you smell? Question mark. Worse than a wet dog. Like an old pair of trainers. Much worse. Okay, when you've done that, we're going to go up here and we're going to do plus, and that's there. You're going to have an option of you're going to tick one of these things. Here, I want to write something. Name something yellow. Okay, and because I've got names, automatically changed it to a short answer. And the last one I want to do is pick two, and this one's going to be check boxes. Okay, so you can have more than one here. So this one, unlimited pizza with no issues. Okay, you don't become large or yeah, whatever. What we're going to do? Oh, fly. Be invisible when you want. No homework. Okay, all right. So when we've done that, we've now got 3 questions. Happy days. Yeah, you can put the name of the form in and things like that. Make it all work on you. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I want to try and keep a nice short video. I press send. I press my hot dog. I press copy. It's not a hot dog, it's a burger really, and it's supposed to be a chain for a link. It's a hyperlink. But there we go. We're going to do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Google Classroom, and then you're going to post it in the bit at the front. And you can post it, and then you're going to answer other people's forms, and then we can get some information. And when you get the information, you're going to get some pretty old graphs that you can then copy into your own work. Okay. Okay, so people have filled in my forms, and now I've got some responses. So I click on responses, and we can see down here how badly do you smell. Okay, and so I can press copy, and that can go into my document, and I can paste it into my document, and I can link it. So if more people did it, my form would change, or I can paste it unlinked so it just stays exactly as it is. So I press paste. Okay, and like any image we put in now, anything we put in, I'm going to click it. I'm going to go wrap text. I'm going to image options. Remember all this from last week, and I'm going to change this size to 10. All right, because I'm going to have 1 or 2 down the side here. I'm just going to drag it down because it's just went into the top of the next lot of information. Okay, it's got quite a lot of space in here, so I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to crop it, and I'm going to bring it in and click somewhere else, and then I'm going to change it back to 10. Okay, all right. So now, like everything, I've got to make a comment about it here, and then I'll go and paste the other ones back into there as well. Okay, right, good luck with that. See you next week.